Morning everybody. Pat sat back with another comment. Went to Tesco's this morning, bought a few bits and bobs, and Tomahawk Kid decided to buy himself a few knickknacks, a tub full of pick and mix and something else. And the girl at the checkout had to call me back and over because he needed to be 16 years old to purchase these dangerous items. Okay, a bag full of lethal explosives. Now, you might think that these are just party poppers, but let me tell you, each one of these party poppers contains explosives. And if you're under 16 and you don't know how to handle these party poppers properly, in the hands of the inexperienced, these are dangerous, life-threatening items. Not really. Not really. Okay. Joking apart, the kid had to be 16 years old to buy a bag of party poppers. Rule Britannia, Britannia rules the waves. Not anymore, they don't. And it's probably a good job that they don't as well. With all the participation in the slave trade and oil deals and weapon deals. Which brings me on to dangerous things in the UK, such things as rifles, shotguns, pistols, weapons of hunting and self-preservation and self-defense. We can get shotguns and rifles under a certain capacity with the required licenses. A senior citizen who has fought in the Second World War is not allowed to carry a blade with him in his pocket that's over 3 inches long, and as long as that knife is non-locking. If it's locking, could be in trouble, unless he's got a valid reason for carrying it. So what is gun control all about? A few years ago, I had my eyes open to a logical fact that gun control is not about guns. Gun control is about control. Gun control is about controlling people. Now, I don't know whether you watched a Main Prepper video lately of where he talks about how to defend his chickens. And he says, if you've got a bunch of chickens and you want to protect them from the foxes, what's the easiest and most logical thing to do? Is it A, put up a decent fence, or B, go and hunt down every single fox in the world? Okay? Boom! The answer is gotta be put up a decent fence. You are never ever gonna kill all the foxes in the world. And let's face it, this world isn't just full of foxes, it's full of wolves and all sorts of unsavoury people. Now, my next point in this is, in the UK, we're not allowed to carry any form of self-defensive tool or weapon. If we carry something upon our person or have something in our house or our vehicle that is geared towards self-defense, then we are going to be in trouble. But does this guarantee that the UK government and the police are going to be there when you're in trouble? No, not a bit of it. Not 99%. The police come along after the trouble and say, oh, we're very sorry about what's happened to this person, but make sure we'll get the culprit. Too late. Too late. Having to catch somebody who's hurt or killed somebody after the fact is too late. We don't want to get hurt in the first place, and we don't want to get killed in the first place. So, by logical reasoning, are they not violating our human rights? Surely then, by logical reasoning, not allowing a person to defend themselves is violation of human rights. Now, if the government doesn't want to violate our human rights, they should provide us then with personal 24-hour guards. So we should all have our own personal minder, guard, or whatever, 24 hours a day, just in case there's trouble. Does that sound logical? Does that sound unreasonable? If they are not prepared to provide us with each individual person in the UK with 24-hour protection, and then at the same time not allow us to carry weapons of self-defense, then that surely is violation. Law is passed that everybody has to hand over their weapons. So, as in the UK, all handguns are handed in and handguns are illegal. So all your law-abiding citizens hand in all their weapons. And guess who the only people left with the weapons are? Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Boom! Yes, you've guessed it. The criminals. All the law-abiding citizens have to hand in their weapons, and the only people left with weapons are the criminals. Illegal criminals and the legal criminals. The illegal criminals being people that like robbing and shooting and gangstering, and the legal criminals being the government, who like robbing and looting but have got the police and the army on their side, and the police and the army are the puppets of the government, unfortunately. So we've got people that like robbing banks and mugging people on the one hand, and we've got politicians on the other hand that like to claim lots and lots of money for 2 parliamentary houses and squeezing every little perk they can out of the job. So here we are, stuck in the middle without any weapons. Okay, stay lawful and stay free. Pack the sack out, but I'll be back in a minute. So make sure in your bug out bag or in your homes, if you're going to have any kind of trouble in your home, make sure you are prepared. If somebody's coming into your house with a knife or a gun or a baseball bat, make sure you've got a bag of party poppers. Pack the sack. Over and out.